How's it going, everybody? This is Derek Quick with Financial Fortune, here to educate, elevate, and entertain. You gotta watch this whole video because it is probably the most important video I have ever made. Now, I promise you guys I'm going to be dropping videos almost 2 to 3 times a week, possibly more, maybe one every day. So hit that like and subscribe button below, and we're gonna jump right into this. So Warren Buffett said that only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. Now, if you were not on planet Earth in the past couple weeks, then I will explain this to you really quickly, hopefully like a 5-year-old, so everyone can understand very fast. AMC and GameStop were heavily shorted stocks. They were the top 2 shorted stocks in the whole stock market. Wall Street bets, a lot of people on the internet, a lot of retail traders, they bought a lot of shares, they drove up the price. A lot of hedge funds and banks were short, mainly hedge funds. Now, why this is a big deal is because they're kind of changing the game. Silver is now kind of out there on Wall Street bets, and I've got people that I haven't talked to in years telling me that I should buy silver, that, you know, they're hearing about this, and either it's the hedge funds or someone's pumping it. Wall Street bets is saying that they're not really behind it, but silver in 2010 actually there was a rise in the price from 15 to 50. Now, I don't condone this website. You see here, it's not my website or anything. I'm just finding a lot of this stuff online. The person said JP Morgan bought silver. The buy silver campaign was to rise the price up, and this was without Robinhood, obviously, in 2010, and it did a crazy squeeze, and this was without big social media back in the day. Now, the thing is, a lot of banks, what I went back to Warren Buffett's quote is, a lot of banks, specifically JP Morgan, are short silver, and they're naked short, meaning they might actually be short in a sense illegally, and a lot of them had to pay fines for manipulating the markets. And just as we saw with GameStop, 140% interest shares were short. So that means that at a given time there are more shares that are actually being used as short than there are even shares. So that's why we had a crazy run. Now, if silver does this and the banks are backed by it, what could happen is we could see another 2008 crash all over again. The reason why is because a lot of banks, like, they had to get bailed out by the government then for bad mortgages that they loaned out. No one was going to pay them. People couldn't pay them. We're kind of in the same predicament. If silver somehow gets crazily squeezed, which it has in the past, day, the futures has gone up and a lot of silver stocks have gone up, and it's a very big market, the silver market. But what specifically the former founders of Facebook, the Winklevoss twins, they've been saying that the silver squeeze is going to tell us how bullcrap the silver and precious metal markets are. And he said, silver market is proven to be fraudulent. You better believe gold markets will be next. Huge implications, especially for countries that have decentralized dollar and central banks with large gold holdings. And the ramifications of a silver squeeze cannot be underestimated. If it is exposed that there are more paper claims on silver than actual silver, not only will the payoff be enormous for people who get in silver, but gold would be next. And then, so the Winklevoss twins, they were in Bitcoin early. They really do believe in it, but they're saying that they think that the banks are short silver, and that a lot of the short shares and the paper-backed shares for these silver, holdings, whether you're going long or short, is bull. So if they are right and there's really not that much silver, as much silver out there as they say there is, then we could see a crazy squeeze. So this is BBC. GameStop investors battle moves on to silver as prices surge. So silver hit a $29 high, which is the most since 2013. This is huge. And if you look at this chart, it looks like a cup and handles starting to form here. If we get up here, there's a cup, very simple chart, and then we could see some flagging over here, flags, and we could see a move. Now, I want people to understand that the Winklevoss twins, they're going all in this. Now, MGM and Winklevoss twins to make movie about the Reddit GameStop investors taking on Wall Street. I would love to direct that. Winklevoss twins, let me know. I'm an investor and a director. So CNBC, they're exact same thing. They're covering the fact that how silver is just running, and how they think that this could be a big deal. Wall Street Bets is obviously running this, like I just said. Seeking Alpha, they're pumping articles. Hi-ho, silver away. And now if you look at all these, you know, a lot of people are saying on Wall Street Bets that it's a red herring, they're not gonna invest in it. But I really do think that someone is going to be pumping it, and if it's not Wall Street Bets, then it could be hedge funds, it could be the Winklevoss twins, who knows who it could be, you know, loading up silver, causing it to go up. I have bought a couple stocks, mainly one recently that was silver today. I'll go into another video up here that you can see. I'll have it posted later on once I make it. And that video is going to cover what stock I think could run. I do find these stocks before the market usually finds them. And I do believe that silver, it has a big possibility to run hard. And when the commodity runs, here's the thing, when the silver price goes up, silver miners and anyone holding physical silver, their valuations go up overnight. Sometimes their bottom line, with every dollar increase in silver, some of the miners, they can actually add 90 cents to the dollar to their bottom line. So when it goes up this much, a lot of these stocks can run crazy hard, and I don't think the market understands that. So that was one of the things. Now the last thing I want to kind of touch on is with, you know, the crazy markets, if you want to get in, you want to get out of a lot of stocks like that. So my buddy Lewis, he actually was trading, swing trading with us, AMC. He actually got $430,000 profit with a swing in about 2 days. We were gonna sell a little bit higher, but we didn't know if it could go to $100 because of the crazy amount of attention. So we held on, a lot of people were invested in that, some other shares, but yeah, congratulations to Lewis. He's also in our Discord. It's a private Discord. It actually is open also to the public. There is a free section with a bunch of great channels in there. So in the link below if you want to be a part of that. But let me know, do you think silver could literally crash the banks if they are short, kind of like the hedge funds are? And would they need a bailout? Could we see a housing crisis 2.0? You know, with banks failing, you know, is the government going to have enough money to bail them out? They already, that's $1.9 trillion that the government is bailing out just the people. So do they have enough money to even bail out the banks? Could we see a push to Bitcoin with this? Let me know in the comments below. But remember, only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked.